I'm not much of a person that likes to use glitches in video games, even though if you look at my past history, I do kind of use them a few times, but with this glitch, there's not much I could have done. And obviously the glitch that I'm talking about is unlocking Dark Aether camo way earlier than being done with every single weapon. Over the past few days, I've been uploading videos, and just in general on our Discord, by the way, a little plug in here, and we have a Discord server if you want to join us down in the description. But I get a few questions from people asking if the glitch of getting Dark Aether early is still working, or if it's been fixed. And from what I can tell, I'm pretty sure it's still not fully fixed. See, I made a video about 3 weeks ago when I unlocked Dark Aether by accident myself, and I kind of talked about how did this happen. I didn't really go into how it happened fully, but this video I kind of want to break it all down, tell you how you could possibly get it, and explain why I think it's still a thing even though it's not supposed to be. So before we fully get into it, be sure to subscribe, like the video, that would be always appreciated, and let's get into it. So when I unlocked the Dark Aether camo, I completed my TAC ARs. That was my weapon class that I was working on, and I was about to get it Plague Diamond. During that progress, I was on 6 out of 9 Dark Aether progression weapons, which made no sense because I didn't have that many weapon classes done. I still had to do the LMGs, I still had to do the ARs, I still had to do the submachine guns, and I still had to finish the TAC ARs. And during that progress, for some odd reason, 2 of my TAC ARs and then 3 at the very end counted as progression for Dark Aether, and it was very weird. See, before that, I had completed all of these. I had completed the knife, I've completed the grenade launcher, I've completed the rocket launchers, I've completed the snipers, I've completed the shotguns, and I've completed the pistols. I was on a little roll of doing all of the secondaries first, as they were the easiest to unlock weapon camos for, as their levels for max was only 35 and that wasn't too difficult to unlock. So I did those, and even unintentionally, just because I was making a series where I was trying to give people guides and tips and tricks on how to unlock these certain weapon classes, and I was just kind of going through it as it was, leaving ARs and SMGs and LMGs and TAC ARs for last, as they required a lot of weapon leveling up and they weren't all that difficult to unlock camos for. So that's one thing that I can tell you. The possibility of unlocking this camo challenge is completing all of your secondaries, and then for some odd reason, some weapons would count towards the progression of unlocking Dark Aether, which makes no sense because you're supposed to have 9 weapon classes completed. That's how it works in multiplayer to unlock DM Ultra or Dark Matter Ultra. And for some odd reason in Zombies, Treyarch messed up somehow, and back on launch of the game, there was a glitch where you could just unlock Dark Aether for every weapon straight off the bat. You would still be locked with every other camo, but Dark Aether would be unlocked. The way they kind of countered this is you have to have the Gold Viper or Golden Viper camo unlocked for that certain weapon. If you do not have Golden Viper, you do not have Dark Aether, but once you unlock it, you get it. You still do not have to have Plague Diamond for that certain weapon class. Obviously, if you complete enough that it requires you to get the Plague Diamond, you will unlock it, as I recently completed every single weapon apart from the DLC guns, and I unlocked basically Plague Diamond on every single weapon class, and I still had Dark Aether unlocked on every single one. Now, another thing a lot of people have been pointing out is that the way to get this to work was back around the time of December was unlocking the knife and the M79 diamond. Now, the reason that will work was because they were 2 separate weapon classes, and for some odd reason they counted as 2. Now, the reason this didn't make sense was because there's 10 weapon classes, and for some odd reason the requirement for the Dark Aether camo is 9, but there is specials, melee, launchers, shotguns, pistols, sniper rifles, light machine guns, tactical rifles, submachine guns, and assault rifles, which is 10. And if you completed that challenge, which required you to get both the knife and the M79 gold to unlock Plague Diamond for both, it counted towards the Dark Aether camo, which is very odd. In my opinion, the way they could have countered this was making it 10 requirement of camos of Plague Diamond towards the Dark Aether. And then for some odd reason, there's a certain stage where gold camos tend to work, and I don't know why this is the case, but it just happens. There's still people out there reporting that this glitch is happening to them, that they have, let's say, 5 weapon classes complete, but it says they're on 8. There's some people reporting that they have only 1 or not even 1 Plague Diamond class complete, and they have already 2 weapons completed, which is very interesting. One of my friends has only unlocked, I do believe 1 golden viper camo or 2, and those 2 have counted towards the dark ether. So if you've been going for the dark ether for a while or recently started off, keep going and then double check your dark ether progression. If for some odd reason you have more of the weapons completed for dark ether than you should, then the glitch has happened to you. I'm not 100% sure why it counts golden viper camos at some point, but it happens, and that's the best way I can explain it to you. This is the weirdest situation that has happened, and the way that Treyarch decided to counter this and just fix it in a very sloppy way was allow people to unlock this camo either way, but lock it with the gold camo. So basically you'd have to unlock gold first to get the dark ether for that certain weapon. It's very odd that it happens, and it was even weirder back in the past where people who, let's say, had a certain amount of weapons unlocked Plague Diamond and then got dark ether. It felt a bit unfair for the people that grinded and maybe tried to be the first in the world. Obviously there are many people out there that got first in the world. I do believe Lego Unlocked is one of the first people who got it in the world without the glitch, and this glitch is kind of still happening. Do report down below in the comments if it is happening to you, if it did happen to you, if it's still happening to you, or if it's fixed. I'm very curious to see what people have to say. Now, I am working on a series where I'll be going over every single weapon and trying to explain it to you how to get a gold or Plague Diamond or dark ether. So I will most likely be uploading the newest video soon enough after this upload. So if you're still curious on how to get some weapons gold or dark ether, be sure to subscribe. It will be on the Street Sweeper shotgun. So if you have any suggestions and you're still watching, be sure to comment down below. I will take your suggestions into consideration into the future, as I got like 3 suggestions for weapons, so we will be working on those, trying to give you helpful tips and tricks. But without further ado, I hope I kind of made sense. This glitch is very weird. It has many ways it could work. It could potentially be already happening to you, so be double checking. I don't have an exact answer if it still is happening after all the updates that we've had, but the most recent update I can think of was PlayStation got like a little patch. But aside from that, the updates that we've had, I do believe Season 1 release was the biggest update, and apart from that, we've had in-game updates which haven't really been, in my opinion, the ones that will fully fix it. So I don't think we'll get a fix until either Firebase Z comes out if they decide to make a big update, or with Season 2. So this glitch is still potentially happening, so go out there, grind out your camos, get dark ether faster for those weapons, and you know, have fun. You'll also unlock a calling card, so it's pretty good, and a bunch of XP, so even better. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.